What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. This is going to be my two quick reviews for the movies X-Men Days of Future Past and the smaller independent dramedy Chef. Now, X-Men Days of Future Past, the market is saturated with reviews as of right now. I'm very late to the party in regard to this movie review. I would just say this. This movie was so many things. Bryan Singer's return is a very welcoming fact to the whole X-Men franchise. It is very well directed. It is very well acted from Hugh Jackman, James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, and a slew of other people that I can't think of right now. Oh yeah, Nicholas Hoult, Peter Dinklage, and so many others. I just will say this. Just a fucking awesome comic book film. One of the best of the year. In general, not just a comic book movie. It's just that much fucking awesomeness crammed into a 1-2 hour movie. It is something that also is a good fuck you to Brett Ratner and a lot of other people that were involved with the last 2 or 3 previous X-Men outings in this franchise, and it just basically fixed a lot of the problems. There's still some problems there and some odd continuity issues, but for the most part, it's a good revamp, reboot, sequel, prequel. I guess continuing on from the X-Men First Class movies, but everyone did such a good job acting. The action is fucking awesome. The storyline is very well done, and the end credit scene, of course, stay for that one. Yeah, just an awesome all-around X-Men film. This could be argued as the best X-Men movie to date, period. I mean, that's how good this movie is in my humblest of opinions. So I highly recommend it if you love superhero films or are really wanting a good X-Men movie, since last year's Wolverine movie was kind of and then the one before that was definitely it's fucking awful. And X-Men The Last Stand is a guilty pleasure for me, so yeah, take all that for what you will, but I highly recommend, and I definitely recommend checking it out just in 2D as well. I didn't see any. There was a couple scenes where I can see 3D would be okay, but overall, I recommend seeing it in 2D. It's not necessary. And Chef, wow, I'm so happy I saw this with some buddies of mine. We were just like, we saw the previews and we thought this would be a fucking awesome independent movie. Let's hope it's good, because usually smaller independent movies are hit or miss. And Jon Faverau at the helm with this movie back, since he hasn't done any movies like this since like Swingers and Made, and after that he kind of just did a lot of bigger movies. I love his filmography though. I mean, you got Iron Man, the first Iron Man especially, and then we also have well, there's Iron Man 2, and then there's Elf, one of my personal favorite Christmas movies ever made, and Cowboys and Aliens. We won't talk of that one. But yeah, him being involved with the Marvel Universe, he obviously, as you can see here, got top billing of Scarlett Johansson, and then Robert Downey Jr. has a good extended cameo role in there. So, yeah, it's a basic story about a chef who basically ends up getting a little bit further down in his job and down in the dumps. There's a big fiasco that happens with a food critic in the movie. He loses his shit, and all he wants to do is cook. That's the biggest thing. Even when he gets just like in a big bad situation, he ends up wanting to find a new outlet for his cooking because he's a chef. That's all he is. But then that's one of the biggest plots right there, is that that's not all he is. He's a father to this little kid here. Again, I'm going to keep referencing this stupid poster. This little kid here, that's his son. John Leguizamo's his like right-hand man in the kitchen. And Sofia Vergara, she is just that on again, off again, I guess divorced wife, actually. She's the divorced wife, and they have a friendship and whatever. But anyways, a lot of good people in this film. And overall, it is just a nice, genuine, simple story of a man trying to reclaim his glory as a chef and just trying to do his best. And he even opens up... Oh, damn it, I should just leave this up right next to me. That's the El Jefe taco truck there. And it's just a fun dramedy. It's got some good moments in there, funny moments. John Leguizamo actually has a good role in this for once. They always kind of sideline him as just being that guy who makes one stupid joke and that's it. But he was legitimately good. Jon Favreau, like I said, a return to independent movies, considering he's done nothing but bigger blockbuster Marvel stuff lately. Very happy that he did this movie. It was a lot of fun. The music was great. The story was simple and straightforward to the point. It borderline on cliche, but I think it did it well, fresh enough. The characters were fresh enough to enjoy. I liked everybody in the film, and I highly recommend it as well. If it's playing I know it's only in select theaters. But anyways, I highly recommend both these movies, and I am glad to say both these movies within one weekend are two of the best movies I've seen all year. So I highly recommend both films, and thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment below. And I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch, and keep going to the movies.